Alan, did you know there's approximately 5,000 carp waters in the British Isles?
Yeah, with 10 carp anglers on each one, that's about 50,000 people going all in tonight.
Smart arse. What if they've got £500 worth of gear each?
They'd have a total value of 25 million quid.
Yeah. Now with 2 rods each...
100,000 rods.
Yeah. 150 yards of monofilament. 15
million yards, that's 8,500 miles.
Yeah, I got there in the end. Half of them must be using KM boilies, so that's 25,000 anglers.
12,500,000 boilies, which are now made from over 250,000 eggs.
That's amazing. For them to get there, 50,000 anglers must travel 10 miles. That's at least 20,000 gallons of fuel.
Yeah, and tomorrow morning there'll be 49,000 sick notes due to carp fever. Awesome!
You've never had a day's sickness in your life, Taylor.
Go then, first chuck of the whole new season. Big carp, here we come.
This one's going to be a very short one.
Now marker, get it lined up.
Got 2 on boilies. These are going out about 40 and 50 yards. I've not put a lot of bait out because I can't be absolutely sure on accurate casting this time of night. So I've just lightly scattered 50 or 60 boilies out there earlier, all over the place. And tomorrow I'll probably do a bit more accurate baiting then. That's rod number 2.
Trying the old tigers in the old disposable bag there, see how it goes. A little bit of rain, hopefully it'll go alright. Lead hook, the whole lot all in one. So hope it goes out alright. Sounded good.
Of course, June the 16th is rather special for all us anglers, but especially myself, because this is the 20th year running now that I've cast out on this day at this time of night 4 carp. And let's hope I can do it for a few more years to come. Right, this is the 3rd rod. It's going out just slightly further. Double boilie. One of them's a pop-up and one's a sinker, which will just stand up on the bottom nicely. Sounds about right. I won't put any bait out at all now. I've already baited the area where the tiger nuts are on my left hand rod. I'll just set the indicators up and I think we'll go to bed. Bait runners on. Lovely.
Right, all ready. Get some sleep and hope we get a nice big run in the night to wake us up. Big fat carp on the end.
Well, it's 4:30 in the morning. And it's pouring with rain, but I've just had the first fish. Not a huge one, but a very welcome one. Not much light out at the moment. Lightly scaled mirror, about £15 I would say. I won't weigh it. Just let him calm down a second. Pretty lively fish, I think. Picked up a couple of tigers on the marginal rod. So about £15. Picked up double tiger nuts, about 1.5 rod lengths out. Nice little start to the season. Let's turn him round and then we'll put him back, I think. Let's have a look at the other side. One of the smaller fish in the lake. There we go. Right, better put him back before he goes mad, I think. There you go. Well, that's about half of the weight of the one I'm hoping to catch later.
Yeah, I'd like one 3 times that size. Well, here we are at Duncan Kay's mid-Northampton carp fishery. Season got off to its usual explosive start. That's one of Duncan's trademarks. The fireworks brought the local reporter down, but luckily not the police. Pegging out was on Sunday with 48 hours to go. When we arrived, the wind was easterly and a lot of fish were showing on this bank. After a little bit of discussion and tossing of coins between the members, we picked our swims for the off. Markers were placed in our chosen swims to show who would be occupying them on the 16th. The markers are all different and some are quite imaginative. In previous years they've been blow-up dolls, scarecrows, hands reaching from the water. This year we've got Pinocchio, offensive dwarves, and even trolls' houses. The rain has been steadily falling all morning and the wind is now westerly, with most of the fish showing on the far bank, Sod's Law. And with 16 people fishing, there's no chance of a move, so we'll have to sit here, drink tea and hope.
Oh, it doesn't look bad fish. It's picked up the close in bait again, only about 2 rod lengths out. Haven't had a bite since early this morning, but it's now mid-afternoon. The fish did roll over the baits a little while ago, so this may well be that one. Looks similar size to the other one, perhaps up a double. Just take it easy and we'll see what happens. There's been quite a lot of fish rolling this morning, but unfortunately most of them have been the other side of the lake. None sort of over Alan's baits and only this one over mine. But the wind has changed now. It's going westerly now. It might bring some fish closer to us. Well, it's certainly going well. Still don't think it's a very big fish, but certainly put a good account up for itself. There she comes. At the moment the line's caught around the pectoral fin. No, it's not a particularly big fish at all. Still, it's a carp. Oh, it's a nice linear. Just going away a bit now. Ooh. Taking some line now for certain. It's only a double, but certainly going well. Quite a bit of line going out at the moment. Just gone under one of the other lines as well, which is a problem. See if we can get it back a bit. Yeah, it's gone under on the other lines. That's okay if I can bring it back under again. Let's put the landing net back down again for a minute. Keep the rod low so I can bring it back underneath my other line. It's gone right underneath it. If I can bring it back again, it'll save a tangle. There's just quite a bit of weed out here, and it's going in and out of the weed, which is prolonging the fight. Unbelievable scrap for the size that it is. Just keep a steady pressure on it and hope that it doesn't pick up the other line. It's coming in a bit now. Oh yeah, I can just about see the fish now. It's just under the surface. Right, see if we can bring it in. Every time it sees the net, it shoots off again. Certainly putting up a good account for itself. Here it comes, hopefully into the net. There we go, carp number 2. Lovely. Lovely. Right, let's get it on the unhooking mat. Certainly fought well for what appears to be an upper double. Get the hook out. Perhaps John can get me the scales and weigh sling while I'm doing this. Just put that down there. No, it's not a particularly big fish. It's certainly fought well. Unfortunately, it's got a damaged dorsal there from spawning or previous capture. Do you want to zero the scales first, shall we? Right, lovely. Thank you.
Do that again. We can back to the 0.
You ready? Just zero the scales. It's about right. I don't normally weigh doubles, but be interesting to see what this one weighs. It's about 16 and a half.
Bring it back. Wait.
About 16 and a half.
Pull back.
Right, back it goes. perhaps the next one will be a bit bigger. It's certainly got a lovely scale pattern, even though it's got a damaged dorsal. Nice fish. Go on, back you go. You are now free.
A cup of delicious
I wonder what the French is for carp. Peter Mullen.
$1,333,452. 1,333,453. 1,333,450. One, two, three, 4, 5.
Kev!
Well, here we are, the end of the first day. No real whackers out so far. Kev's had a couple of nice fish, but not really the size we're looking for. The wind's been in completely the wrong direction for us today, and all the fish have been on the far bank, so perhaps tomorrow the wind will change round and bring a few fish in front of me. Hopefully, anyhow. It's all in the hands of the trolls. Well, 3:10 in the morning. Bit smaller than we'd hoped for, well, quite a bit really, but first one of the season anyhow. 15.5 pound. Not a bad looking little fish, a few battle scars, probably been doing a bit of spawning, but there you go. There you go, boy. Go get your dad. Right, I'm off back to bed now then. I was having such a good dream. I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You've gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You've gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You've gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You've gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
I've got to get a bigger fish.
You gotta get a bigger fish.
Get a whacker.
You can't do it.
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 Get a whacker.
Don't hurt my fish!
A weird dream. Here we go then, 4:15, same rod again, just recast. Put about 50 baits out, just got back to bed, usual thing, away it goes. Been on for a little while, got it through most of the weed, it's close in there. Got my old buddy here, Clive, with the old net to do the honours. Sure he don't mind being woken up at 4 o'clock, do you, mate? No. Say that as if you mean it. Not very big on, is it? No. Another double by the looks of things. There he comes. Nice and easy, does it? You alright, mate? See him alright?
Yeah, keep coming.
Common, innit?
It's a common, yeah.
Oh. Well done, boy. There. Yeah? Yeah, hold the rod, boy. I'll do the old net. The old cuckoo up as well. Must have heard the run. The old bowlock landing net. There we go. Yeah, about mid-double I think, Clive. Yep. Common as well, make the change.
Talk to me out. Anything.
Yeah, good near canal. Immaculate, isn't it? There's the old hook. Oh, just outside his bottom lip. The old tadpole head. Zero the old scales. Zero. Oh, it's lovely to be awake at 4 o'clock. A nice wet fish on the old bank. What do you reckon, mate? £16, something like that. See what you reckon. Is it? Can't be bad.
18.8.
Nice. Yeah, lovely. Still waiting for a big one though. Can't believe all these doubles. Not like here. Normally a big one out by now. Still. Got to be due a big one now. Oh well, £18.5, cracking looking common anyhow. Put her back. Go on, there you go. Well, here we are on the second morning. After them couple of fish early on, 2 mid doubles, nothing else happened really, not for me anyhow. I've got 12 hours left of me 48 hours, which is Duncan's restriction, so we don't get overfished. Young Glenn down there has just had a really nice fish of over £30.
31.5.6. 31.5.6. Yes, happiest man in the world. Hey? I've done it. I've done it. What a fish. £31.5. What a fish. This is what it's all about. Okay. Go on then, I'll go. Yes! Over the moon.
Nice one, Glenn. Fish of £31 5 ounces, a personal best. That's the size of fish we're looking for. We know there's fish in here well over £40, and what I'm going to do while we've got a quiet moment is just show you a few of the rigs we're using to try and put a few on the bank. These fish see a lot of pressure from some very good anglers, so rigs are very important. What I'm going to do is just run through a few that we've been using and trying on this trip. The first rig we've been using is a small amount of weed on the bottom, so it's important to keep the bait above the weed. What we've got here is some 25-pound silkworm with a little bit of the magma applied to it, just so that it will sink flat on the bottom. When you use these type of soft, supple hook links with a neutral buoyancy, they tend, as the lead lands, they tend to follow it straight down and land in a heap. And then because of the buoyancy, they end up in a loop like that, which is not very good presentation for the fish. So with the little drops of magma applied to them, as the lead lands, the hook link settles like that. Lays along the bottom following the contours of the lake bed. Now when the lead is tight, and what we don't want to do is have to pull the lead back through the weed where the hook could possibly pick up on the weed. So what we want is to find a clear area with our marker float, cast to it. As the lead drops, we can leave everything, and we know with the hook link laying on the bottom that the bait is sitting proud of the weed. So what we actually got on here is a big hook. Bent hooks are actually not allowed by Duncan. This isn't actually a bent hook, it's just a large hook. Small Drennan ring fixed on there and a pop-up tied with dental floss. So what will happen is the rig will go in and that will sit like that above the weed. Balance the rig in the water before you cast, obviously, with just applying the amount of heavy metal so that it will just go down slowly and sit on top of the weed. And it should sit like that. As the fish comes along, hopefully, takes the bait like that. If it tries to eject the bait will get blown back away from the hook, leaving the hook still in the fish's mouth. Now, we've been trying that one, and another way what we've did on the same rig with slight variation, using the same pop-up, but instead of the balance weight to sink it, we're just using a bottom bait tied onto the eye of the hook. So it actually sits like this in the water. So you've got two baits. It's a good rig, and it's a rig that is used quite a lot when you're just fishing single hook baits, where you're not fishing over a big mass of baits. Right, this is a rig we've been using. I've had both the fish on so far. They call it the combi link. Start off with 25-pound silkworm line and apply the Croydon hawser to it, which makes it stiff. This again helps the presentation of the bait over the light weed that's covering the bottom. As the lead drops, the stiffness of the line makes the bait fall away from the lead and lay on top of the weed. The second part of the rig is made from 15-pound. Come on, go! No, back to the rigs then. Lovely weather, pouring rain, just nice. Might bring the old fish on though, perhaps it's what it needs. Right, back to the old combi link. I'd explained about the stiffness of the rig and how it laid across the top of the weed. This end of it we use a 15-pound multi-strand, which is very, very supple. And hopefully when the fish comes down and mouths a bait, it's not going to detect any of the stiffness here. If you use this and you're a bit worried about the colour of it, it's quite easy to disguise. All you want is the old marker pen. Just lay it down, put the marker pen on the line, pull it straight through, and it's a nice black colour. Personally, I don't think the white puts the fish off at all, because once it's in the water with the silt and that, you can hardly see it anyhow. Right, so that's the other boilie rig we're using. On one of the rods, we're trying the old particles now. Again, using a buoyant bait or a semi-buoyant bait to sit above the weed. What we don't want is the weed masking the hook point when we get a take from the fish. So this one is the old tiger nuts. They still pick up odd fish in here, and they're well worth a try, particularly when not a lot's happening. What we do on this one, you can use whatever you like as a hook link material. I use a 15-pound merlin, again with a little bit of the magna on it, which just makes it sit on the bottom well. Use two tigers and a small cork ball in the middle. Just test it in the water for buoyancy and it will sit up like that. Then just add a little bit of heavy metal putty to it, just so it will just very, very slowly sink. So when we cast out again, the rig lands, lead lands, and the rig follows it down very, very slowly, just to sit on top of the weed like that. Now what we're doing, we're using a spod for baiting up with the particles to a marker. We're putting a marker out, and then we're spodding out tigers on top of it in a very tight area, and then casting this on top of it. Right, that's the old tigers. The other one, we haven't actually tried it yet, but I'm going to give it a go this afternoon for a couple of hours. Replace the tigers on this one with hemp. It's always a very good bait, the old hemp, and I particularly like to try it when we're not having a lot of luck with anything else. All I do, just take the tigers off, use the same rig, same hook and setup, get a small cork ball and then cover it in the bogey, which is a particle fixer. What it is a type of glue. So take the cork ball, roll the bogey around it, then you must have dry hemp. It's no good having the soaked and the cooked stuff, and then you just mould the hemp around the cork ball and you end up with a pop-up which looks something like that, which is just the small grains of hemp moulded around a cork ball. Same thing again, fix it with a short hair to the back of the hook. Again, just test it in the margins and balance it with the heavy metal and the lead putty so that it just sinks again. Now fished over the top of a bed of hemp. There's a hemp like that, that's the cooked hemp. And then what we'll do is just fish that so it just sits on top of it like that. I'm going to give that a go for a couple of hours this afternoon and see what happens. Okay, well that's a few of the rigs that we're going to use and hopefully try and put a big carp on the bank. Now without further ado, I shall adjourn to my bivvy out of this rain. What do you call a polar bear in the jungle? Lost. Lake water, nothing like it.
Well, Alan, we've got about 6 hours left out of our 48-hour session. Not much has been happening this time of day, so what are we going to do? There's not much chance of catching now, is there, mate?
Nah, it's looking grim. There's been nothing jumping since this morning. I reckon our best bet is to call it a quits today. That'll leave us 6 hours. We could fish them in the morning when it's been productive. That's when all the fish have been coming, between about 3 and 8 in the morning, isn't it?
So we can do that, can we? As long as we come off early,
Yeah.
and we only complete a total of 48 hours, we're all right, are we?
Yeah, I reckon so.
Okay, well, we're going to have to squeeze in probably somewhere in the morning because the lake's pretty busy now, but it doesn't matter if we fish the same swim, does it?
No.
I suggest we fish hook baits only. I don't know what you think. There's been a lot of bait gone in.
Oh yeah, good idea.
Everybody that's left has put a lot of bait in. Everybody that's arrived has put a lot of bait in. Pointless us baiting up in the morning, isn't it?
Just fish light, come out early in the morning, 3 o'clock, but just the rods and the chairs and get in where we can and see what happens.
Great, we'll do that.
Gonna drowned. Right, just want to take a few moments to talk about the bait we've been using on this trip. The lake here at Duncan's sees quite a lot of the old ready-made baits, and the fish get caught on them, they respond quite well to them. So that's what we've been using. Ones we've been using are the Maddocks ones. Used these in France and had a lot of success on them, particularly on this flavour, the condensed milk ones. So we've been giving them a go here. These are the 15 mils, nice and round and nice and hard, and they'll get us as far as we need to fish. Particularly good in these big packs. You get your pop-ups as well, which are very handy for doing your sinker and your pop-up, you know, both on the same hook link, so it just go down. And the pop-ups are good enough and hard enough to use on their own, just as a single hook bait. We do use the dips a little bit in the summer, but I tend to stick to them in the winter a lot more, where I'm just fishing single hook baits, but I leave my hook baits to soak in these for a while, and they become very strong. And just fish a single hook bait, or sometimes just a single strong hook bait along with 2 or 3 free offerings, but that's the winter time. Okay, that's about it really. What a lovely sunset, but unfortunately later it poured with rain and we couldn't travel light as planned. At around 3 AM we set up brollies and bed chairs, and it wasn't long before something occurred. Oh, Jesus, cold. Go on, keep going. I'm coming. Yes! Cool. Bloody hell. Feels a good one. Yeah. Left hand rod. That's where they were jumping. Come on. Oh. Feel it going through the old weed. Oh. Come on, that's it. This way. That's it, come on. Ooh, that old line singing in the old wind. Come on, ooh. Yes. This feels more like it, this one. Come to me. Oh, feels a big old lump, this one. Yes, that's more like it. Oh, there it goes again. Oh, I want to come in. Oh. Steady, Alan boy, steady. Come on, baby. Come on. Yes, come on. That's more like it. It's got a bit of weed on his head. It's not doing a lot now, thank goodness. Spoke too soon. Come on. Don't be shy. Oh. Kev!
Yeah?
Got a fish on?
You got one, mate?
Yeah, feels quite a good one. I've had it on a little while.
Hang on a sec. Oh, well done.
Got a bit of weed on it, I think. It feels a good fish. Big old heavy one, like, you know.
Let's just get my coat on. You alright?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, well done, mate. Right.
Sorry to get you up and all that.
Just put that there. Grab the net.
Get the net.
You alright?
Yeah.
Don't want me to sink the other line.
Nah, it's alright. It's to the left-hand rod where they were jumping.
Oh, well done. Whew.
Don't think it's far out now, actually.
Oh, there it is.
See it?
Yeah.
It look a good fish?
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
I won't go for it yet.
No.
I'm still not going for it.
It's quite deep down there in the margin, isn't it? Yeah, it does look a good fish. Yeah, well done, boy. Yeah. Magic. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a pretty one.
Yeah, it's nice.
All right.
Lovely.
If you want to take the rod, I'll get the net.
Yeah, all right. Well done, mate. Lovely fish that looks.
Awesome.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Matt's ready.
Take that.
Top.
Cheers, mate. Looks a whacker.
Is it?
Yeah. Big one.
You deserve it, mate.
That's the one we're in looking for, boy.
You all right?
That's the one. Oh, yeah, look at that. Pretty fish, isn't it?
It's pretty. Look at that. It's a linear, isn't it? Lovely. Well done, mate.
Magic.
Right, the rod's on the floor behind you.
All right. Get the
Just see how
scale.
the scales and that.
By me bed, I think.
Yeah.
Cool. Just on the outside of the lip.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh well. The old double boilie. Magic.
Right, let's see how this goes.
It's a whacker. Whoa.
Yeah, nice
Yeah,
one.
that's a nice fish. Look at that. Linear almost. Got a little nick there in his tail. Must have done that with the old line perhaps when
Yeah.
spawning.
I'm just Can you check those for us, or zero them? Just make sure you're happy with them.
Yeah. All right, boy.
Yeah?
Magic.
Okay. Oh well, the harder work, the more rewards, mate.
That's it. It's worth packing up and starting again in the end, wasn't it?
Yeah. Well done. Whew. Well done, mate.
Yeah. He's a nice one, boy.
All right.
What do you reckon? How big?
Up to 20, innit?
I don't know. Might do the old 3-0, you never know.
I'm not letting you see it. Oh, you're going to be pleased. Let's turn it round for you.
Is it?
Yeah. Can you see it? Feels 30.
Magic. Yes.
What is it, mate?
31.6.
31.6.
31.6. Magic.
Yeah, you happy with that?
Well done, boy.
Oh, you won these. Congratulations. You
Oh,
happy
you
with that
made it,
weight,
yeah.
yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's get the old camera, boy. More like it.
Right, I'll go and get the camera, yeah.
Yes. Waka.
Lovely. Lovely.
Little beauty.
All right.
Yeah.
Don't get
Shame
the rods
about
on the
it.
floor behind
Yeah,
you.
right, boy. Shame about his old scale there, but it's cracking looking fish, isn't it?
Well, that one.
Lovely colour, yeah.
It's an old. I think it's an
Old,
old wound.
is
and
it?
The line's just caught it again.
Shame, isn't it?
Right. Flash is ready.
Oh, yeah. Feels a lump and all.
Oh, that's lovely. Well done.
I thought he was weeded. It went all sort of slow for a while and
I
just
didn't know you had it on till you called. Did you have it on long?
didn't know if it could be another double like.
Right, here we go. You ready?
Hang on, he's got a kick. Feel him go. All right, boy.
Here we go.
Yep. I'll move my head then.
I don't like the sand ground. I'll just change you around this way a little bit.
All right, mate. How's that?
Yeah, that's better. Just turn the head. That's it. Lovely. You ready?
Yeah, all right. Behaving
hold it
itself,
there.
isn't he?
Just wait a sec for the flash to charge up, all right?
Yeah.
That's sure a pretty fish, mate.
Linear, isn't it?
Come on, flash. Charge up. I bet your arms are aching, aren't
Yeah. Lucky I'm awesome.
they? That's the punishment for catching a whacker.
Behaving himself now.
Right. I'm focused. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Right, just one more quick one, mate. Just hang on.
Get him back then.
Don't want you moaning, the photos are no good. Here we go. Ready?
Yeah, got it.
Lovely.
All right.
Yeah. Well done, mate. I think that calls for a cup of tea, that.
Be nice.
I'll put the kettle on.
All right, here we go. Get the old boy back.
Yeah.
I told you them old trolls would work, boy. Cool, the old water's a bit warmer.
Yeah. Lovely fish, that, isn't it?
Cracking looking thing, isn't it, that?
That is a nice fish. I expect it's a bit tired, isn't it?
Yeah. Fought well, though.
Well, we've still got another 2 or 3 hours yet, you never know. Might be lucky enough to get another one yet.
Yeah, you never know.
Steer him back. Here he comes, look at that. Nice, isn't it, in the clear water?
It's lovely, doesn't he?
Isn't that lovely? Look at that. He's not sure which way to go, look.
Sort himself out, wasn't he?
Lovely shape, isn't it?
Yeah. Go on, my boy.
Beautiful. Majestic.
Majestic. You sound like Peter Moran.
There it goes, yeah, it's going now. So I expect you're pleased with that, aren't you, mate?
Well chuffed, mate.
Nice looking fish,
Wanker.
that.
Good start. Still got a few hours left as well.
Yeah, and the kettle's nearly boiled. We'll have a celebration cuppa. Get your baits out again, yeah?
So good.
Get your rods out
well
again.
worth it. Yeah, chucked down. There's a mate.
You'll have to recast all of them, mate.
Yeah.
Because I dropped the other two in and it got dragged around with it.
Right. What do you reckon? Another one?
Get them old milk boilies back on again.
Yeah.
Told you they'd work.
It's the trolls, boy. It's the trolls.
Yeah, trolls.